How to find a part-time job. Even while schoolwork should always be a top priority, a lack of financial resources might make it difficult to maintain a heavy course load. Part-time work may help you gain experience, make connections, obtain recommendations, and boost your income. You may get a part-time work via your university, the internet, or even in person. Your chances of being invited to an interview increase once you have applied and updated your CV. Get there early for interviews, look the part, and always tell the truth about your experience and skills. Guidelines for securing an after-school or weekend job. Part-time work is a great choice for many people looking for jobs, including college students, working mothers, retirees, and others who need more flexibility in their schedules or more cash. Even while part-time work doesn't pay as much as full-time work, it still has its advantages, such as the ability to work around other commitments and the possibility of professional development. If you are interested in finding a part-time employment, continue reading to learn how to go about doing so successfully. Working part-time and why it's a good idea. Part-time work has several advantages, some of which you may not have considered throughout your job search. First of all, you may locate a job that works better with your schedule and commitments because of the greater flexibility offered by part-time employment. Earning money in a part-time capacity might free up time for other interests. That may be furthering your education. Many students hold down part-time jobs while they obtain their degree, spending more time with your loved ones, or giving back to a cause you're passionate about. Part-time jobs may also help you strike a better work-life balance by allowing you to devote more time to your personal life and interests outside of the workplace. Working part-time may help you develop new abilities, introduce you to new people in your sector, and even pave the way to a full-time position if that's what you ultimately want to accomplish. Typical sectors for part-time employment. There are jobs available in many fields for folks who can't commit to working 40 hours each week, but certain sectors are more accommodating than others. The following sectors provide several part-time and flexible work options for those who are currently unemployed. Food service, delivery, hospitality, retail, advice on securing a part-time position, education, especially online education, executive support for customers, writing, marketing, healthcare, design. There are several things you may do to get part-time work beyond narrowing your search to fields that often have openings for such work. Here are some suggestions for finding suitable part-time work. Check out the job listings on Glassdoor. As you likely already know, Glassdoor helps 64 million individuals discover suitable employment by providing them with job ads and information about businesses, salary, and interviews. However, you may use Glassdoor to locate a part-time job too. Glassdoor's employment area is a great place to look for part-time work, and all you have to do is type part-time into the search field to get started. In this approach, you may compile a directory of temporary positions. You may also choose to just read evaluations from part-time employees if you'd like. Try to see yourself in the ideal work. One cannot generalize about part-time jobs. There are part-time occupations that need as little as 20 hours a week of your time, and others that require you to put in more than 30 hours. Some provide bonuses and other incentives, while others don't offer anything of the like. Some need actual manual effort, while others may be done from home. So before you start looking for a job, think about your availability, your requirements, and your preferences. Only then can you apply for positions that are a good fit for you. Do your best to find what you're looking for. A job search might seem like labor in and of itself, even if you're just seeking for part-time employment. Make sure to schedule time every day to look for fresh job postings, create and revise your application materials, such as your CV and cover letter, and prepare for interviews. Glassdoor, fortunately, can simplify this process by allowing you to create job alerts that will automatically notify you of suitable opportunities. Glassdoor has a database of interview questions that you can search according to employer, job title, and location in case you ever get called in for an interview. Do the research. Compile an updated list of companies that are actively recruiting. There are many opportunities available for anyone seeking part-time work, whether they be students or those seeking to supplement their income. Do some research on the internet, in your school, or by just asking around. Ensure that the company is actively seeking to fill the position you've applied for rather than merely collecting resumes. Do some research to find out what companies are hiring individuals with your skills and interests. Student part-time employment are plentiful in the retail and service sectors. These positions often provide for a more flexible timetable and frequently don't ask for much prior work experience. Check the school's website or attend a career fair. There is usually a jobs board on campus where local businesses may advertise part-time employment opportunities for students. Try looking for work on the web. Internet resources such as Monster, JobVite, Indeed, and even Craigslist may help you locate part-time employment opportunities. For freelance or remote employment, you may also check out websites like Upwork.com, Fiverr.com, and FlexJobs.com. You may get potential employers interested in you and your abilities by posting a job needed ad on a website like Craigslist. You may also go into a business and inquire about job openings that way. On-the-spot application completion is an option in certain cases. Consult your circle of acquaintances. Talk to people you know to see if they know of any job openings. It helps to have a connection to someone already in the workforce who can make introductions on your behalf. Filter out the ones you like. Write down all the occupations you're interested in that you think you would like. Once you have a long list of companies that are recruiting, narrow it down to the ones that interest you the most. You shouldn't have to tolerate a job you despise just because you need the money. Jot down the ones you like most. Next, do some research based on the items on your list. Find out the duties and expectations of the position. Attempt to contact a friend or acquaintance who may be employed there. You may get valuable insight into the industry and secure an interview via these contacts. Once you have a good list of potential employers, you need to decide how much time and effort you will put into each position. Check if it matches your schedules and temperament. Check if you're capable of handling the time commitment of a part-time work. Take a look at your existing and future plans. Ask yourself whether you have what it takes to succeed in this position before applying. Make sure that you can juggle your academic obligations as well as your work responsibilities if you are currently enrolled in school. You should strive for perfect attendance since absences at a part-time job will be more noticeable. The vast majority of jobs will want you to list your availability. Please provide precise details. You shouldn't exaggerate your capacity for labour. If you lie about your ability to work overtime and are employed, you run the danger of being fired. As an added downside, leaving a job on poor terms with your company might make it harder to get a new one in the future. Be ready in case your company has a strict deadline for you to start working. Schedule your classes and jobs so that they don't conflict with one another if you're already following a strict routine. You shouldn't take a job if it would prevent you from focusing on school. Companies would rather not take on the liability of employing someone who cannot be trusted. Apply for a part-time job. Sort out your data and get it organized. Make sure your resume and references are up to date and ready to hand out before applying to jobs. Review any necessary task specifications in detail, like certain grade requirements from university or minimum years of experience. Do not forget to include this on your CV. Verify that your resume is up to date and that any spelling and grammar errors have been corrected. Don't worry if your CV isn't very long. What matters is that you highlight your accomplishments. Prospective employers care about the results you achieved in your previous positions. To stand out, it's important to highlight any relevant experience from your past that relates to the position you're applying for. For example, if you worked as a camp counselor and are now seeking for a job in retail, you may highlight your experience working with people. Referees should be contacted to ensure they are still comfortable being included as references. Whether you don't have any references, ask previous employers if you may include them as such. A neighbour may serve as a reference even if you just trimmed their grass. References might also be requested from approving educators. Tips for standing out from the crowd of part-time job seekers. You've located your ideal part-time job. Now, set yourself apart from the competition by following these tips. Sharpen your resume. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Even if you're just looking for part-time work, you still need a CV. In fact, your CV will be of interest to many, if not most, companies that are looking to fill part-time positions. Make sure it's in excellent form by tailoring it to each job you apply for by updating it with relevant keywords and highlighting your experience that highlights how you fit an employer's ideal candidate profile. Whenever possible, provide numbers. Saying you're excellent at something is one thing, it is another else entirely to demonstrate this, ideally with numerical evidence. It's crucial to demonstrate to a prospective employer via your CV, application, and interview the skills and experience you'll bring to the position. If you're just seeking for a job in customer service, for instance, it won't do to just remark that your previous clients were happy with your service. Consider replacing that with something more powerful like 100% of consumers provided me with favorable feedback during post-call surveys. Put out extra effort. You may make yourself stand out from the rest of the applicants by providing information beyond what is expected. If a cover letter is optional, follow the application's instructions. It will demonstrate to the company that you are serious about the position and willing to invest time and energy into the application process, in addition to providing you with a chance to elaborate on why you are the best candidate for the job. A considerable proportion of the labour force consists of individuals working part-time hours, ranging in age from teens to seniors and everywhere in between. Temporary or seasonal work is common in many businesses and thus calls for the utilisation of part-time workers. A wide variety of professions, from entry-level to management, are available on a part-time basis. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell. This is Learning Canteen.